All right, like my friend Ray would say, LETSGO. Let's go. All right, what I'm going to talk about today is the difference between correlation and causation and how you can tell the truth, what's real and what's true and what's not true, and how most people they think what's true is actually not true and they just perpetuate it. And this is now going to teach you. I'm going to show you how to begin to discover how to begin from the scientific method of discovering what's true. Okay, so correlation versus causation. What's the difference between the two? And what mistakes are you making in your decision making, in your judgment making that is very detrimental to how you perceive reality, essentially. All right, so correlation is the relationship between things. Correlation is the relationship between things, whether it's the relationship between people, the relationship between events and circumstances, the relationship between things. And I'm going to show you an example of that. And causation, what is causation? Causation is what causes things to happen. What causes things to happen? What's the difference between the two? And how can you use it to discover truth about things? Just because something is related to something, just because something's related to something, that there's a person has a certain kind of result because of a circumstance, because of an event, and I'll give you some examples, doesn't mean that the event caused that result. It doesn't mean that the event caused the result. I'll give you some for examples. The best example I can give is because I'm into diet and nutrition. And diet and nutrition, they ask you, a lot of people have misconceptions because a lot of people that are selling their own diets and people that are selling their own training sessions, and they say, this is the way to do it, and here's why. And something called pseudoscience comes in, or something called bro science comes in, and they say, this is the cause of your doing. If you do this, you're going to get this result, without really delving into the science and why that thing happened. And so, for example, people who drink beer, they say, right? Some people say, you drink beer, therefore you're going to be unhealthy. Or they say, man, you eat a lot of carbs. You're gonna be fat because of carbs. So what they're saying is the carbs cause the fat gain, the obesity, right? They say, you're eating fast food, you're gonna get fat. So they're saying fast food is the cause of weight gain. That's what they're saying. They're saying there's causation there. But the thing is that it's correlation, not causation. Because a lot of people who are on the fast food diet who never gain weight. And it's not genetic, because a lot of people who are genetically predisposed to obesity still can eat fast food and not gain weight. So what is it that's causing it? So obviously it's not causing the weight gain. A lot of people drink beer that are healthy. A lot of people drink beer that compete in bodybuilding competitions. So obviously, the beer is not the cause of the weight gain. So it's correlation. There's a relationship between beer and health, or unhealth and weight gain. There's a relationship between fast food and people that are obese, right? But it's not the causation of it. I'll tell you, I was raw vegan for a year and a half, and a lot of it is correlation. So let me give you now causation, right? So beer, I'll give you this example. A lot of people say that their diet is the best diet out there, right? A lot of people that are in the keto diet, they say keto is the best because this, and you should do keto. Here's why. It's the best. But, and you should go vegan. Here's why. You're going to become healthy, lose weight. And they say you should go low carb, right? Low carb will make you healthy. Or they say you should go high carb, low fat. right? Low fat will make you healthy, will make you lose weight, right? They say this is the best, this is better than the other one. Here's the truth about nutrition, and the truth about nutrition is this. When calories are taken into account, all diets work. And I talk about that in my book that I just published. All diets work if calories are taken into account. What that means is the reason why somebody who goes vegan becomes more healthy is because it's not because you become vegan, you become healthy. It's because you're eating more greens, you're eating less meat, and meat has things that come with it, which is high fat, more calories. There are 9 calories of energy per ounce of per gram of fat. So 9 calories of energy per gram of fat, and there's only 4 per gram of protein and carbs. So you're obviously going to get, when you eat more meat, you're going to get more calories in the day. Do you see? But if you eat no meat, then you're going to get less and less calories. So when calories are taken into account, no diet is superior to others. So a guy named Dr. Lane Norton interviewed the top professor who studies keto, who innovates keto, who wrote a book on keto. And Dr. Lane Norton is not a keto person, but they agreed, they're friends, they agreed that keto is not superior to anything unless you are trying to prevent cancer or you're having cancer, and that helps in some way. But keto in general is not a better diet than any other diet. It's just that when you go keto, you tend to eat less calories. Do you see? If you go into low-fat diets, you're going to tend to eat less fat, therefore less calories in the day. You're going to lose weight. And you're going to say, oh, it must be the low-fat diet. No, it's the less calories that you eat. It's the law of thermodynamics. And the law of thermodynamics says that calories in, calories out. And it makes sense, right? If you eat more calories than you expend in the day, you're going to store it in your body. Do you see? If you eat more, did I say it backwards? I said it backwards. If you eat more calories than you eat in a day, you're going to store it. If you eat less calories, you're going to have a deficit in calories. It's called a caloric deficit. So that's why I want you to investigate correlation versus causation. And I was going to ask Naomi to share her input, but she's on the phone. All right, so that's the lesson for today. I don't think there's anything else I want to share. So find out what the cause of things rather than say this is the cause of something. When you say something is the effect of something, then you're saying it's the cause of something, rather than the relationship of something. So that's the live for today. And if you appreciated that, click the like button. And if you have any thoughts, if you disagree with that, if you think your diet is superior, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And if you know somebody that would appreciate these ideas, share it with them. And one thing I will ask you is that if you want to know the truth about toning and muscle gain and weight loss and weight management based on science and not correlation but causation, I encourage you to grab my book. Just go to my website, you'll find it. It's called The Science of Toning. All right, I'll talk to you on the next live. Bye-bye.